Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I want to give you guys some information on a prepaid legal service, right? For specifically for guns. This is related to gun. It's called what's it called? U.S. Law Shield. Okay. And here, let me give you. There it is. It's the website is uslawshield.com. There's their phone number, and I have a promo code for you guys. It's Pocono Shooting. I don't know what discount you get, but it's there. Pocono Shooting. So this I've been using this legal service for I guess at least 5 years now. At some point, I used to actually um, uh, do a because they would travel around and they would do like legal seminars, and I would do a small portion of it with relation to getting gun training. I haven't done that in at least 2 or 3 years now. That's not how they're doing it anymore. But it's a really good prepaid legal service, especially with in relation to guns. So obviously, if you get into a self-defense situation, you don't want to try and talk your way out of it. You want to have a lawyer on hand, where let's say you have to use a gun or even your fists, right? Or even if the way I understand it, even if you have a child that gets into a fight at school, this covers it, right? Because it's a self-defense type of situation. Um, so you don't want to sit there and talk to the cops and tell them why you had to defend yourself, and you don't want to go through the details of why you had and how and why and when, and because you're going to make a mistake. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to just keep it simple. I was attacked, I had to defend myself, and I got my lawyer here on the phone who's going to basically tell you to stop asking me questions. Okay. So basically, you want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right after you just make the general statement that you had to defend yourself. And I mean, one of the things that I learned from taking their seminar is that a good thing. One of the things that you can say is, hey, there was other people watching over there. Those people over there were watching. Why don't you go ask them? Maybe they can help you. But under the advice of my lawyer, I can't talk to you. Okay. So it's going to help you out in a situation like that where you're actually involved in self-defense type of situation, but it also will help you out if let's say you're traveling and you're going to be traveling across the country. And you can call them up and you can ask them, hey, I'm traveling. These are the guns I want to take. This is where I want to end up. And what they'll do is they'll say, hey, these guns can't go to that state, or you're going to be passing through these states which you can't have those specific guns or those specific magazines. But here's a detour. You can, instead of going taking this route, here's another route that you can take where you're fine with all the guns that you want to take. The other thing that they'll say is, you got a carry permit. Your carry permit, they'll tell you, is good for this state, that state, that state. When you pass through those other states, though, you have to unload the gun, put it in your trunk, keep the ammo and the gun and the ammo separate. And what they will do is they will give it to you in writing. Okay, that's really important, because if you ever do have a problem, you have a legal paper that you can basically just hand to the cop so now you don't have to talk. Right? You just give him the paper and let him read it. You say, listen, I can't talk to you. My lawyer has prohibited me from talking to you, but this is the paper he gave me that you can read, okay? And he'll read that, and that usually, if you're operating within that, your day is going to go a lot smoother, okay? Now, why would you, first of all, obviously if you get pulled over, you never volunteer information. So this isn't for a situation where you get pulled over. This is, let's say, for a situation where you're traveling and somebody tries to attack you, rob you, kill you, you end up defending yourself. Okay, now what you're traveling with is going to probably come into question. So that's when you would want to definitely have a paper that you can hand to the cops, and they can read that what you're doing is legal. Okay, so it doesn't cost a whole lot. I think it costs something like $30 or $40. I don't remember the exact amount. And I think you're paying something like $10 or $15 a month. I don't remember the exact amount. Let me give you guys. Let's see. Did I give you the information? I think I did. I'll give it to you guys again. There's the information. Now there are other services like this. This is just the one that I have. So yeah, by all means, I'm not saying this and only this. I'm saying shop around a little bit. This is one good option. There's at least two others out there, but I definitely recommend a prepaid legal service. Okay, and the reason why this came up today is one of my viewers asked a really good question. Is it legal? Is it legal for a an 18-year-old to build a Polymer 80 like this? Okay, and I have to look it up. It appears that federal law says that if you're 18 years old, you can't purchase it, but you can possess it, which means you can build it. Okay. So here's the thing. Let's say you're an 18-year-old now. You're using, obviously you can't carry this. Well, not obviously, but in my state, right? Because my state, as far as possession, as far as purchasing and possession, it seems to follow the federal law, right? So you gotta be 21 to purchase, 18 to possess. You can purchase a long gun though. So and I mean, I just looked this up a little while ago, and I've already forgot all the details. But in my state, you gotta be 21 to carry a gun. So you can't carry the Polymer 80. Okay. Some other states it might be different. But let's say you have a Polymer 80, your house is being broken into. You end up using this for self-defense. Okay. Cops are gonna come to the house. First thing, they're gonna ask you who. You're gonna say, "Hey, I live here. This person was breaking in, trying to kill me. I had to defend myself. I can't talk to you any further. I got to talk to my lawyer." Okay, but they're gonna ask you, "Okay, who are you? Can you give me your driver's license or some ID so I know who you are?" Right? So, and that's fine. You give them your driver's. They're gonna see, okay, oh, this guy's 18 years old. 18-year-old with a pistol, right? The first thing that's going to pop in their mind is, oh, you can't purchase a gun. They're going to think that maybe you can't possess it. They don't know. Okay, it helps if you have a paper from a lawyer, right? You have a paper that specifically says that in that state it's legal for you to build and possess this gun and use it for self-defense. Okay, that's gonna at least get you over that hump, right? You don't say anything to the cop. You just hand them the paper from the lawyer. So, again, one of the benefits of a legal service like this, definitely recommend you guys look into it. Drop some comments below. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. A little noisemaker out there. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. Hit the bell button so you get notification of the videos I put up. Thanks for watching.